I believe I can fly.
They majorly dropped the ball on this one.
Hey dudes, that dude with sunglasses here, and I've got a pillow. And today I'm going to be reviewing my second game that isn't on an Xbox console in Season 2, and the first ever portable game I've ever reviewed on the show since I started last year. This game is a 3DS game, like the one I'm reviewing at Christmas. This game has the name Mario in it, like the game I'm reviewing at Christmas. And as well as the game I'm reviewing at Christmas, this game is bad. Like the game I'm going to review it, this game is Super Mario 3D Land.
Mario hasn't really had good outings on the 3DS. He had Mario Kart 7, Mario and Sonic at the London 2012 Olympic Games, which is actually fantastic on the Wii, and also this game, Super Mario 3D Land.
To really kick in my point, I have to give a bit of a retrospective.
In 2013 for Christmas, I got a blue 2DS with Super Mario 3D Land. At first, I loved this game. I loved the platforming, the extra abilities, and the stage design, and I loved it so much that I literally played it a lot when I wasn't tired when I had pneumonia, which was hardly any of the time, as it's very exhausting to have.
Eventually though, my friends tempted me otherwise.
I got further into the game and then I was annoyed by some of the rubbish stages, mainly the cosmic clone ones. Also, me and my friends, now mainly one of my friends, talk loads about games, and at one time we started talking about this game. 3 of my friends said that Super Mario 3D Land was one of the worst games on the 3DS. After playing again, I decided I didn't agree that it was one of the worst games on the 3DS, but it was still one of the worst main series Mario games, which isn't too bad.
Now I'm going to review the game later on in the year and see if I still think it's overrated. All my friends were just off of their heads. Let's go!
From the bat, the idea of a 2D 3D game Meta Crisis, sounds pretty promising.
Maybe that's why I wanted to get this game for Christmas. I was so hyped for there to be an innovative idea for a new portable Mario game. In the end, it wasn't too innovative. In the end, I was just super duper gay. And this game was just gayer than a rainbow.
So you get to the menu screen, and on the top screen it shows you a montage. It looks real nice, and that's goody, fantastic.
Then you get 3 saves. But anyway, it's absolutely fine to have only 3 saves. But the 3DS carries data from each cartridge to another console, meaning that if I play this game on the 2DS that I have, and then get a new Nintendo 3DS and put the game in there, all my data will still be there, most of the time. That's good, fantastic. But sometimes there are issues with that, although they're not present in this game. Only the one I'm reviewing at Christmas.
Shut up!
So I don't know why I brought it up.
Now we get into the game. Obviously, everyone expects to see the same crappy story that we were all sick and tired of, and yes, we still see that. The only difference is that there is some kind of tree that spreads the famous Tanuki suits around the vast world. Also the Tanuki returns, which I will explain later when I talk about the items.
Now, it is time to look at the game design and the gameplay. No, screw that, I'm not doing that again. I did that last time. The joke well, it just wasn't funny. So, let's be mature about this and just shut up. Yes, I don't want to do the same crap again, but let's talk.
As usual, there are 8 worlds, but also, kind of taking after Super Mario Galaxy 2 and Super Mario World, there are 8 special worlds that are harder, more diversely unique and swaggier. The map system is mainly the same as New Super Mario Bros. Wii, although the line to connect the stages together is only going in one direction, but the stage icons are 3D. Okay, maybe I don't sound clear enough. The world actually looks more like New Super Mario Bros. DS than New Super Mario Bros. Wii, although there are some mushroom houses that I will explain in a minute.
Hey, no matter how badly I explain the world, you kind of get my point. The backgrounds for the worlds are pretty cool. I should also probably tell you what's going on the bottom screen.
So it shows the worlds at the top of the screen and all the stages on the bottom, and that's cool. Ooh, okay.
Now let's get into our first level.
Firstly, I really like the stage as it's colourful. There are red, blue, yellow and green platforms everywhere, and obviously you jump everywhere on them and stuff. Blah blah blah. Also, you see some nice thick grass. Yeah. Also, the shadow effects are amazing too.
Surprisingly, we're at a good start. Does the game keep up with it? Yes, it does.
The platforming is easy, but at the same time mildly challenging, taking advantage from the return into Nuki suit.
Also, I should probably mention that the star medals from New Super Mario Bros. DS have returned like they did in New Super Mario Bros. Wii.
The star medals, I believe, are one of the best things to come out of a main series adventure Mario game. They make people not want to just smash through the level and actually explore it and see all the fantastic details around. For example,
now before I talk about it, Super Mario World is my third favourite 2D Mario game, behind New Super Mario Bros. DS and New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and it's fantastic, so let that stand. I love this game.
for most of the Super Mario World videos I've seen, people are just rushing through the game without exploring. Now I know that this can be easily objectified as there aren't too many secrets because of the limitations of the time with hardware, but just by Retro Gamer.
Back on track, star medals want people to explore, and by engaging people into exploring, it will make people think that the game was worth all their hard-earned cash that they got from working at Game or WH Smith's.
You see, another thing about immersing people in the game is that they will just keep playing. They'll show creative feedback. It will be more likely for a sequel to come in the future, which this game actually did get.
Let's talk about some of the other stages.
Now, I sound like I'm rushing, but if we went through every stage, we'll literally be here until Christmas. Only a month and a half left. Although I can sum up a conclusion. Okay, so most of the stages are great. They look awesome and are designed awesomely. There are some great challenges and awesome puzzles that we've seen since the N64 era. Also, if you have a 3DS, then you can easily go through some of the puzzle kind of thingies to get to the next part of the levels that they sometimes include in to make it a bit harder and a bit longer. But if you have a 2DS like me, these little bits are a bit harder, as you only have this angle thing to change the camera. Also, the ghost houses have been perfected in this game. They are creepy, hard, and just overall weird. There are these box thingies that transport you to other parts of the level that are highly incorporated in these levels. Now, let's get into some bad crap. So the Bowser's Castle levels are terrible. Some idiot at Nintendo decided that open space levels will be better than the familiar enclosed levels from New Super Mario Bros. DS and all the other games we've grown to love. Also, don't say the open space levels, at least Bowser's Castle ones, were in Galaxy, because they weren't. These open space levels are boring, easy, cheap and rubbish. Also the Bowser's bosses with it are rubbish as well. Now I know they improved in Super Mario 3D World and they definitely did. The levels weren't exactly the same and they were fun. Stock!
And guess what? There are levels that are even worse.
The Cosmic Clone stages want to make me smash my head through the goddamn wall. Cosmic Clone was first introduced in the Galaxy series. He seemed like an interesting concept, but the only problem is that Nintendo didn't invest proper time to seeing where he would best work. Cosmic Clone appears mainly in the special world and duplicates all of your moves, but if he touches you, you're going down. Most of Cosmic Clone's levels wouldn't be hard if they didn't put him in bat crazy levels all bloody ready.
I need to blow off some steam. Everything was once funny and good, but now it's serious and bad.
Funny is like this. Not funny is like this.
The thing is, I usually don't mind a challenge. I constantly talk about how new challenges are always needed, which is why I tell people to avoid games like FIFA and COD like the plague. But if you have a challenge, it has to be fun. The thing is, Champions Road is a good challenge because sometimes at least you get a tiny bit further and see something unique, so you strive to see that. With the Cosmic Clone stages, they are the same because they are levels that you've already spent ages on and don't want to do them again. Hell, even the handymen from Bioshock Infinite aren't as boring as crap as the Cosmic Clone because at least you can use different things to destroy them.
Very negative, but remember, this is a review show, and being negative and positive are the best things to do. Because one thing I certainly don't want to do is vent, as I'm very, very serious about fighting for my opinions. And yeah, that helped.
Now, let's get into some good stuff. Well, kinda. The music in this game at first kicks ass. It's vibrant, bouncy and fun, and I really like it. But later on in the game, everything becomes way too repetitive. It eventually just sounds the same. Now, that doesn't mean the music's bad, but I don't like everything sounding too the same.
Let's talk about mushroom houses. First introduced in New Super Mario Bros. Wii, they have been changed a few times, and I reckon they'll probably be changed again. A few times.
Firstly, to get items, you had to match 2 item cards together, and you would keep playing unless you either got 2 Bowser Jr. or Bowser cards, or you match all the item cards together. In this game, you go in and smash the item box, and optionally the toad, to get an item. These range from the Tanuki suit, fire suit, boomerang suit, or the statue leaf. Now, let's go through them items. So as usual, the fire suit is back, and it looks pretty good. Sadly, in a 3D environment, the fire suit can be very hard to maneuver correctly, and it's hard to get a good target. The new boomerang suit reminds me of the blue suit from New Super Mario Bros. DS, and it's pretty darn awesome. It's quite common, and is actually very well designed, although it suffered from the same thing as the fire suit. It's too bloody hard to get a target! Also, there is the stone statue suit that is very similar to the actual Tanuki suit from Super Mario Bros. 3 and is the only good item in the game, as you can always turn into a statue whenever you want.
Now, cue another massive kind of rant from me.
The invincibility suit looks cool and is in the shape of a Tanuki suit, but I hate it. After you die 5 times, you are given the option to use this, which I hardly ever do. It takes away all of the challenge and really annoys me. No, in fact, it infuriates me. The only way you can die with the invincibility leaf is falling off a cliff, which is bloody crap.
There isn't actually much left to go through. apart from the fantastic new enemies, at least, the very few fantastic new enemies,
all main enemies have returned, like Goombas and Hammer Bros. My favourites are Koopa Troopers, Bullet Bills, and Piranha Plants. There are also some fantastic new enemies as well. There are Biddy Buds that are kind of these rock things that range from different colours. These are some of my favourite enemies in a Mario game because even though they move around like Goombas, they look and sound so cool. There aren't many other new enemies apart from old enemies with wings/Tanuki suits, which is cool but very unoriginal and boring.
now it's time for my ultimate conclusion.
I gave this game a lot of praise at first, but since then I've been very, very negative. I really don't like this game now. I like the stage designs and the graphics. They look very awesome, especially some of the shadow effects. Theoretically, I like the ideas of the items as well. They are designed well and just look very good. The music is great as well. It sounds pretty cool and the pieces have great little melodies to them. Sadly, though, it gets excruciatingly repetitive after a while. I also like the idea of a 2D and 3D combination. It works very well with the stages. Bad things, I can't even bloody start to tell you. No, that's a lie. But still, the Cosmic Clone stages are bloody crap because of how cryptic, annoying, and unfair they are. The Bowser Castle stages suck because they are out in the open, unlike the Bowser's Castles we've been used to from Super Mario Bros. To New Super Mario Bros. Wii. The items are great, but they don't work in a 3D, 2D environment. This is something the Super Mario 3D World did very well. Nintendo realised that the items didn't work, so they took out some of the new ones, improved how the traditional ones worked, and added some new items like the Double Cherry.
Overall, this game is not very good. It's overrated, and overall now I just don't like it. I don't see any reason why I should go pick this up and shouldn't go and get Super Mario 3D World. I give this game a 48 or donate worthy. So I hope you enjoyed this video review. If you did, please leave any constructive criticism and just any overall feedback at all. And yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys, and peace the hell out. My next review is going to be of a game where in the middle of it you smash someone's brains out. Maybe you can guess from there. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and I will see you later. Peace, and out again.